Welcome to October. So if you watched the previous video, you know, I'm sorry you have to hear this twice, that the focus area this month is our lats. And those are the muscles right here, just behind our armpit. We have to use them when we lock our cage, but we don't need to clench them, kind of like the TVA. We just need to make sure that it's on and doing its job, because if your lats are not firing, if they're not out playing, then your core is not locked and something else in your body is overcompensating. So throughout each of these movements, the only thing I want you to focus on is your lats. As weird as it's going to feel. So in circuit 1, we've got push-ups, planks, Russian twist, hollow rock, push-ups, and reverse crunch. I know that sounds like a lot, but you've only got 30 seconds of each, which makes this 3 minutes, and then you're done and dusted. So let's move the angle and get down on the floor. So with push-ups, I'm not a fan of these big wide push-ups. I like the narrow push-ups. And I'm still at the point doing these with my knees on the floor. Just a reminder, we want your elbows going straight back. Okay? With elbows going straight back, not out to the side. Have them as narrow as you can get away with. Big exhale. And make sure that these are on. So get in this position and just try to clench your armpits like you're pushing the ground away. Keep that feeling as you go all the way down or as low as you're comfortable going, and then all the way back up. Okay? That is your singular focus. And I'm not even to the point that I can do this yet with my knees off the ground. So if your knees are on the ground, that is not cheating. That's not the easy way. We're focusing on something different. Way down, all the way up. Okay. Next one, plank, same thing. We're just going to hold that position or with your knees on the ground. Either one is fine. Just make sure that your weight is over your hands and that your armpits are totally turned on and working hard throughout. Russian twist, same thing. I do not care. I'm indifferent if your feet down or up. One is not better. What I care about is that you are not reaching forward, which is what people tend to do in a Russian twist, so they can reach further. I want to keep focus on your lats. And if you just hang right here, that's fine. And then add the twist while trying to keep your lats on, your armpits on. That's harder than you would think. It's probably harder than what you were doing before. So if all you do is hold and twist a tiny bit, that's okay. All I want is focus on this area. Okay? Hollow rock. Down on the ground. Depending on where your strength is, again, arms are up, armpits on, and use your armpits to bring your shoulder blades off the ground. Press the small of your back into the ground, but focus on not letting this go, because if you feel this in your neck at all, guess what? Your lats aren't doing their job. Turn them on the ground, and then rise. So turning them on should be the motion that gets the upper part of your body off the ground. If you're feeling it, big exhale, lift your feet too, and just hold for 30 seconds. Okay, that's a hollow rock hold. Then more push-ups, which I just showed you, and the reverse crunch. Same thing on the ground, feet in the air. Turn on those lats and focus on them. Because usually when it comes to a crunch, we think about our core, but we don't think about the back part of the core, which is why I talk about the cage. So with that turned on, the crunch comes from the exhale and the turning on of the armpits, because when your lats work, that is what propels you off the ground with the pull from the front and a push from the back. Focus on the pushing. Okay, that's circuit 1. Circuit 2, we just showed you push-ups and reverse crunch. Now, we're going back into pistol squats, step-ups, and jump squats. So, again, focusing on lats the whole time. You should be using your lats in everything that you do. We just don't always think about it because a pistol squat is supposed to be about the glutes. And it is, and it can be if you have good form, which frankly most of us don't. So with one foot off the ground, we know that this is a pistol squat, a single-legged squat. But here, focus on an exhale with the locked cage, drawing your belly button in, turning on your armpits, and thinking about that as you do 15 seconds of pistols on each leg. So again, it's a big difference. You'll find your posture is different the whole way down and up if you're focusing on this being turned on. Okay? Same thing with step ups. It's not about how big the step is so much as how good you are locking your cage and keeping it there. Step, drive, step, down. Step, drive, step, down. I don't care if you do 15 seconds on each leg or alternating. All I care about, find the thing that you can do the most easily while holding. Again, none of it going into your neck. Turning on and keeping those lats fired up while you go throughout. For me, I find it easier to do alternating and keep the focus where I want it, which is right here. And then finally, jump squats. Same thing. All of the motion in your arms is going to be a rotation in the socket with these armpits turned on. Go as high as you can before each one. Stop, pause for just a second and do a check. Make sure they're on. And there you go. 30 seconds of that. You're coached. You are loved. You're going to be winning at life with the lats you're going to have come November.